What's poppin', YouTube? Dame Ellis here. What's up? I appreciate y'all coming to sit with me. There's something I really wanted to discuss today, something that I think could help us all. Control your emotions, or they're gonna control you. Straight up. I just wanna talk about something that we don't really talk about often. It's not something that we like to think about because none of us like facing negative emotions, but negative emotions are a part of life. So stick with me to the end because I want to lay it out for you, and hopefully you can take something from this video. These are the things that have helped me when I run into strenuous or overwhelming situations, and I hope that it can be of use to you as well. So, let's get started.
I don't need a goddamn soul, I get it out the mud, I'm a goddamn moan. Stick to the plan, reach the goddamn goal. Every day new shit, I'm in my goddamn zone. I don't need no goddamn help, I put the work in by my goddamn self. I grind all the time for my goddamn wealth, getting straight to the bread that the goddamn melts.
Rule number 1. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming people for your problems. Let's be honest here. A lot of our problems are caused by our actions, our choices, our indecision, our decisions. That's just a fact of life. I mean, some things are unavoidable. Some things we can't control. But if we're being realistic, a lot of things are within our control. And it starts here, within yourself. It's easy to blame people. It's easy to blame circumstances. It's easy to blame things. What I could have done this, I could have done that. Or if this wouldn't have happened if he didn't do this wouldn't have happened if she didn't do that. And the fact is, we can't control how people act. We can't control what they do. We can only control how we respond. And that starts with having good control of this. Having good control of this. If we're being technical, yeah, we're adults, but technically we're just big ass babies. We're still the same person that we were when we were 1, when we were crying and wailing at the top of our lungs over shit until we learned not to do that there's other ways to handle those things. But those same emotions are still here, or we like to believe that we've matured to the point where those feelings are gone. No, they're still there. We just have to accept that those feelings are a part of life, and we need to learn to manage them. Those little flashes of anger, those moments of negativity that you feel here they can leave lasting impressions on people. They can cause lasting consequences, things that follow us for potentially our entire lives. And if that thought doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. You get upset, you punch someone, you get upset, you do something to harm them, you say something crazy. Like those little moments of anger that we're not even going to be feeling tomorrow, that we're not even going to be feeling an hour from now, can cause lasting repercussions. People could look at you differently now. People can, opportunities that may have been there may not be there anymore. All because of that moment of anger. All because of that moment when you lost yourself. It sounds really juvenile, but when I find myself in negative situations, or I find myself feeling overwhelmed, there's 2 things I do. When it's anger, the first thing I do is count to 10. It's literally something we're taught in grade school, and something that we stopped doing after a while, if we ever did it. But it truly helps. When you feel your anger at its peak and there's like nothing you can do about it, or you feel helpless and all you have is that anger, you literally need to stop for a moment. Just stop what you're doing. And if you need to close your eyes, do it. I close my eyes. I stop, I close my eyes, and I count to 10. Sometimes it even helps to do it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you're counting, you feel things start to slow down. You feel your breathing kind of open up. You feel the anger start to subside, even if it's a little bit. Even if you're still pissed off. As long as you start to come down, the breathing gets easier and easier. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe deep. Let that shit go. That anger that person just caused, or that anger, if you want to be real about it, that anger that you allowed that person to let you feel, let it go. Because at the end of the day, if that person's not paying your bills, if they're not truly important to you, if their opinion doesn't make a difference in how you move, then fuck that. Why would you allow them to control your anger? Anger is the worst thing you could feel. Why would you allow that person to let you feel that? Fuck that. That person doesn't have control over you. Don't allow that person to have control over you. But if you allow them to control, if you allow them to bring about negative emotions that you can't control, who's really in control? When I find myself in moments of inaction or stasis, the second thing I do is I count backwards from 6. Let's say I'm laying in bed. I don't feel like getting up to clean. I don't feel like getting up to get started on something that I know I need to do. That's me allowing my emotions to control me. So what I do is I count backwards from 6, which sounds kind of strange, but by the time I get down to 1 or 0, I hop up and I do it. I could be laid up. I don't want to do shit. I start counting backwards from 6. All right, Dave. When I get to 0, I'm gonna do what I need to do. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, I'm up. And you go handle your shit. You sit there and you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's not gonna get done. So you gotta be in control. I don't feel like doing it. So fucking what? It needs to get done, right? It needs to get done, right? Okay, then do it. Be on top of your shit.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
It's a part of controlling your emotions too. Ask yourself what's important to you. For me, the number one thing for me is inner peace. It's not sex, it's not food, it's not thrills, it's inner peace. I've been through so much pain and so much hardship and so much bullshit in my life that the number one thing for me is inner peace. I also like haircuts too. I'm about to go get one. But for real though, for me, it's inner peace. So when I run into a problem, I really review the problem. If I run into something I don't like, I take a deep look at it, because you gotta lay it out sometimes. And when you lay it out, you're able to take a broader look at the situation and find the root cause. When you find that root cause, you're able to identify the problem and target it directly. At the end of the day, you gotta be your greatest advocate. You have to be your greatest critic. There's times when I feel inadequate or I feel like I can't. I just feel like I'm coming up short sometimes. And that's okay, we're all human, it's gonna happen. We're not gonna be perfect, we're not gonna be good at everything. At least not yet. You gotta practice at it. You gotta talk to people who have that experience. Talk to your elders, talk to people you trust. But at the same time, be wary, it's no one else's job to fucking be your outlet. If you have someone in your life who you trust, who is willing to provide that ear or that shoulder for you to lean on, then take advantage of it, sure. But also understand that that person is just there to give you a hand. They can't solve your problems for you. So you gotta find that right balance. That balance between understanding that that person is there for you to an extent, but also understanding you can't offload all your shit onto that person all the time. It's just not reasonable. We all have our limits, but it's a part of being a well-rounded human. When you run into situations that have negative effects on you, it's important to lay it out and review it. But just review. You got to review your mistakes. Don't dwell on them. Don't allow them to bog you down. Take that L, sure, but don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as a lesson. That L taught you something, so that when you run into that situation again, you're better equipped to deal with it. There's no such thing as luck. You make your own luck. If anything, luck is just the result of you being prepared for whatever. So to sum up everything that I'm saying, if you don't control your emotions, they will control you every time. It's vital to sum things up when you run into conflict, which a lot of people don't like. A lot of people do not like conflict. So they'll either hold on to those negative emotions that they took from that conflict or that confrontation and let it fester, or they'll snap. And for a lot of people, there is no in between. But nah, you can't do that. You have to take an objective look at the situation. And when you find yourself in a situation that's where conflict is involved, understand that there is a resolution for it. Communication is key. My mother used to always tell me, you can say whatever you want to someone as long as you watch how you say it. And that's facts. You can't control how people are going to take your words, but if you tell them how you feel about something very directly in a respectful manner, you've done what you can. You know, people don't always think about things the same way that you do. Alright, would you rather someone approached you like this? Hey man, that shit you was talking or that shit you said, I really didn't like that. Like, that's fucked up how you did that. Or would you rather someone say, hey man, that stuff you said, it really bothered me. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it made me feel like this. I would appreciate it if in the future we could handle it like this. You've laid out your problem. You've put forth a solution. Now the ball's in their court. How are they going to respond? If they're mature, oftentimes the response will be positive. Sometimes that person didn't even understand how they made you feel. And if you can't come to a positive resolution, all right, cool. At least the issue was laid out and you tried your best. Now you know, you take that information with you in the future. All right, so I don't have to deal with that person in this context in the future. Sometimes that's a solution, but you can't just let it piss you off and then hold it in. You can't just snap. I mean, you could, but it's probably not the best way to deal with it. I don't know. I know I can be a little all over the place, but to sum things up, control your emotions or they're going to control you. When you control your emotions, when you control this, it's much easier to control the things around you. Maybe not control, but at least influence the things around you. One who's at peace with himself and is gonna have the best semblance of control in any given situation. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. If you're with me still, if you're with me to the end, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and hit that red button that subscribe. And if you could, ring the bell, because I'm trying to put out stuff every week. If I can, twice a week. Obviously, I want the quality to remain high and to talk about things that really resonate with people. But I'm going to do what I can to maintain that schedule. And I appreciate you sitting here and watching this. It means the world to me, honestly. Also, just a shout out to my dad. Kenny's Quotes, got the shirt from there. I don't know if you can read it because it might be backwards on camera. I'm not sure. But this shirt spoke with me, or this shirt spoke to me. So I copped it. If you like it, you can get yours or many other selections at kennysquotes.com. Check it out today. So again, like, subscribe, share. If you feel like somebody could hear this, if you feel like someone that you know could take something from this, then share that shit. Straight up. Share it. Like, just do it. So, again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to see you guys next time. Follow me at Dame on a Quest on TikTok and IG. Dame Ellis on Spotify. Dame Kennedy on Apple Music and iTunes. The music is hot. Please. Just listen, please. It's dope. You'll bump in the car every time, at the function, in the house, at the party, whatever. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.
I don't need a goddamn soul, I get it out the mud, I'm a goddamn on. Stick to the plan, reach the goddamn goal. Every day new shit, I'm in my goddamn zone. I don't need no goddamn help, I put the work in by my goddamn self. I grind all the time for my goddamn wealth, getting straight to the bread, that's the goddamn milk.